Alright. Oh, there's more to it.
Just thinking, yes, this is the end of winter now, we can relax. Get your umbrella.
I think are we going to Paddy Cronin's grave first?
Oh, yeah.
I think, anyway.
There might be an older cemetery, yeah.
Here lies Paddy Cronin, the great fiddle player. We've talked an awful about him, we've seen an awful lot of clips of him. Paddy was born in Royabui near Guineaguilla in 1925, and he went to Boston in 1949. And there's lots of recordings of him before he went, and we've mentioned those last night. And if you like, the rest is history, because Paddy went over to the States. I suppose he turned his back on the polkas and slides to the most part, and took on the reels and the jigs and the hornpipes and the more, what he would have called himself, more difficult music, and took on the boys from, we'll say, Sligo and Leitrim and all that. And Nicky would often say he took them on and he bested them, was the way he would have phrased it. Johnny, his brother, was kind of a different character. So he went to Boston, he went to New York, but he kept more true to the polkas and slides. And in a minute we'll go up to John Cronin, the accordion player's grave, on the way out to the gate. And Johnny, his brother, played a lot of polkas and slides with Johnny Cronin in New York. But look, I suppose that 1977 album was kind of iconic, the one Kerry's own Paddy Cronin, and he came over and made, I suppose, major appearances at Flag Kills. Very entertaining man, great crack, he was great company. His wife Connie predeceased him, and that was a big loss to Paddy, because I suppose they came back in the 1990s, they're about, was am I right? Now 95, and Paddy came back from the States, and he settled here in Killarney, hence the fact that he's buried here. And his son Danny then came over, and Danny was, I suppose, in the house looking out for him and stuff in the latter years. But Danny then just passed away out in Florida, actually, and his ashes was brought here, and he was, as you see, he was only 52. He died only 2 years after, in 2016, right? So, Aidan, do you want to say anything else about his music or anything? Or?
Well, I suppose that's open
actually,
here to speak out. Fortunately, I suppose, I don't know if we'll be able to play a tune or what, but anyway, I'd be heavily influenced by, I suppose, both the Cronins, but more particularly Paddy, through Con. Actually, it was Con that gave me the famous albums, Kerry's Own and Rakish Paddy. I was about 12, you burned them onto a CD for me. And so that was a big deal for me at the time to get them. Those albums, I just learned all the repertoire, and obviously Con plays it as well, so actually it wasn't just to get a CD, it was actually somebody to play the tunes with. And then fortunately through Con, then I would have met Paddy a few times, probably 3 or 4 times really before he passed away. And I suppose it's just really inspiring, even for younger players and that. He was an authentic, proper musician. He wasn't, I suppose he could have been, we'll say, more commercially well known and touring and successful and all that, but he was just purely about the music. He wasn't, I suppose, looking for attention. Well, I suppose he had a personality, but he wasn't, I suppose, musically compromising. He played his music and that was it, which is to be respected. And just a great panache to his music, fantastic swing, and huge amount of personality coming through in it. So I think that's an example to be followed also.
It's getting worse, lads. I suggest we play the tunes over in the grave. I'll go ahead of you there. We'll stop at John Cronin, the accordion player's grave, just on the way. I'm going to show it to you. Marie, his sister's there as well. And you would have seen him on the clips last night as well, over in Scarlet Lane. So, yeah, I anticipated.